We know we are having the Behind the Sims live stream tomorrow, but what we don't know is if we're getting a game update afterwards. Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to my news video. We got a tweet from The Sims, one more day until Behind the Sims. Be sure to tune in for news and updates, behind the scenes peeks with our team and more. And it's showing at January 31st, Tuesday at 9 a.m. Pacific, and it is only showing as being on Twitch. Previously, we've been getting live streams on YouTube, and I keep monitoring the Sims channel, and I do not see it there yet. So we shall see tomorrow. Now, I will go over the timing later of when that actual live stream is for you in your own time zone, but 9 a.m. Pacific is an hour before we normally get game updates for The Sims 4. We usually get those at 10 a.m. Pacific. And there was an article by Sims Community that is saying we're getting an update on January 31st. And it quotes Turbo Driver by saying, but a new discovery by popular modder Turbo Driver has started a new round of speculation about the potential release of the Sims 4 Infants patch. More on that. It was discovered within the EA app Origin platform that Maxis has a new Sims 4 update scheduled just an hour after the schedule Behind the Sims. And so this is from the Sims Community article, and they're referencing and showing this tweet from Turbo Driver, which essentially says, can't wait for the game patch right after the stream ends. I bet this one will be awesome. To be fair, with the laundry list, he also called that we would be getting the game update on the 17th, which did happen, but we did not get the infants that he thought was coming. And by I mean Turbo Driver. So I'm still of the belief that the infants are coming later and that they will be in the base game update that precedes the expansion. We know we're getting this season, i.e. to me, this quarter. I could be wrong, but I'm keeping my expectations very low. That said, it is The Sims 23rd anniversary on February 4th, so perhaps we are getting something that's for that, and that would not necessarily be considered a big update, which is one of the reasons I think the infants is coming in the update that precedes the expansion pack, the base game update, that is, because we were told we're getting one big game update this season. Not two, one. So an update that gave us something for the anniversary would not be a big update, and that would make sense to me. Also, keeping in mind that this Behind the Sims is not just for Sims 4, it is for the Sims Free Play and the Sims Mobile, and I also kind of think we might get an update on Project Renee, i.e. Sims 5. Or, I don't know, I'm just thinking maybe we will. So whatever we're possibly getting, possibly for an anniversary update, could also be somewhat similarly coming in the other games, or maybe they're getting something unique or nothing at all, but I'm kind of thinking we all might be getting something for the anniversary. And it's not usually anything really big, and if anything, I thought we had gotten an SDX last year, but I don't remember for sure, and I didn't go back and check, so you can let me know if you remember in a comment down below about that. But I just want to say, keep your expectations low. If they drop infants, I'd be surprised, but they could surprise me very, very well. But I wouldn't be expecting it, because if it doesn't come, then you're going to have a lot of very disappointed people. Anyways, but assuming we are getting an update, but back to that, discovered within the EA app and Origin platform, the tweet from Turbo Driver doesn't say that. All it says is, can't wait for the game patch right after the stream ends. It does not say that it was discovered within the EA app Origin platform. And I looked at the responses to it. People asked how he knew, and he never responded from what I can see. And just as an FYI, this is not a new. This came right out after The Sims tweeted last week. This is just being used as the support in an article by Sims Community today about an update, quote unquote, for January 31st. So essentially, we're having our live stream, which I think is going to be pre-recorded because it is episode 1 of this series, and it's using the Behind the Sims like the one we had in October was, and it was pre-recorded. But here is when it should be for you. Well, I'm saying for you, but here's like 4 time zones, i.e. San Francisco, and 3 others of when it will be. And I will link below to the timing in your own time zone. I'm in the Eastern time zone, so that's showing it as being 12 noon Eastern. And just as an FYI, usually game updates are 10 a.m. Pacific, which I had already mentioned, but that would be 1 p.m. Eastern. So if you're wanting to know when the possible update could be, just use this and add an hour. So if there is a game update, one thing you might want to do if you're playing on computer is these steps for preparing for a game update. If it is a big update, definitely, I would highly, highly recommend this. But even for minor updates, I still generally do that. I make a backup of my saves. I also make a backup of my tray, i.e. your library items. Move your mods folder to your desktop. If you use things like Wicked Whims or Wonderful Whims or a few other ones, I just know those ones in particular, make sure you look and see if there's any folders or files elsewhere, because some of them put folders outside of the mods folder, and you need to take it all off and put it all on your desktop, just temporarily. I'm not saying this is a permanent thing. And then after you update, repair your game in Origin or the EA app, depending on which one you're playing through. If you're on Windows, if you're on Mac, you're obviously in Origin still. And then delete your local thumb cache file. That is true of everyone who plays on computer. And that location is the same regardless of whether you play through Origin or the EA app, or I would think Steam. And reminder, mods and custom content are automatically disabled with most updates. If it's a really minor update, they won't disable them, but it has to be a pretty minor update for them not to be disabled. They were even disabled with the last update, which wasn't that big of an update, but they were disabled. So if you want more details, I do have a tutorial video. It was done when Origin was the thing, so it showed how to repair in Origin, but I do have an EA app video. I've actually gone back to Origin for now. But in that EA app video, I show how to use it. It's pretty easy. And also, if you want to temporarily avoid the update, this is not for Steam players. This is for people who play through Origin or the EA app. Turn off automatic updates in your settings and go offline with either of the two. I do find Origin is better offline than the EA app. The EA app has more problems. One of the reasons I've gone back to Origin. Let me know what you think we're getting in the Behind the Sims stream tomorrow, and if you think we're getting an update, and if we're getting an update, what you think we might be getting in that update in a comment down below. But that's going to be it for this video. Likes and comments are always appreciated, and they really help with the algorithms. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!